This is the place where the book was hatched. This is where we started thinking about how to use some work on human behavior to try to make people have a little more money, be a little happier, and maybe live longer lives.
Yeah, we do most of our best thinking while we're eating. Once a week.
We were here about once every week. That work on the telephone or by staring at a computer when you're really trying to generate ideas, that's sometimes less good than in front of Thai food.
Yeah, and if we would get bogged down, we would, okay, we need noodles, we'll come have lunch.
Yeah. I mean, to write a book that's kind of ambitious, you get stymied once in a while. And when we got stymied, food was the biggest help.
Yeah, absolutely. We've enjoyed working together because we know different things, and Cass is a great legal scholar and knows a lot about politics, and I'm just a dumb economist. But so Cass brings the big picture to the book and to our ideas.
Well, the good thing Dick brings is he really understands both economics and psychology. He's a lot of fun. And when I scribble in ways that are not helpful for readers, he tells me to slow down or start over. So those are three very good characteristics.
Yeah, I think Cass's best feature is that he's a quick starter and can just I get blocked on how should I start this, and Cass just starts writing.
Feels like either a day or a decade.
Yeah.
But I think the answer is about 5 years that we started thinking about nudging.
Yes, we've been working together for about 10 years and about 5 years on the projects that eventually led to a finished book.
We wanted to have a cover that had a nudge on it. And so I had the really creative idea of putting the word nudge into Google Images. And most of the things that came up were irrelevant and ridiculous. But there was a picture of a mom, maybe a dad, elephant.
No, it's a mom.
It's a dad, I think.
No,
it's a parent elephant is nudging a child elephant.
Yes, this is a mother elephant.
Mother elephant is, you can't really tell from the picture if it's a mother or a father elephant, but I think if you look at the legs, might be a dad. The dad elephant is nudging the little baby elephant in a good direction, and we thought that symbolizes what we're doing with the book.
Cass clearly knows more about law than he does about elephants, because the dads are nowhere near the baby elephants.
Is that true?
Yes. I think both of us suffer from, I think this is not a well-documented malady, but it's formophobia. And this is the fear of filling out forms. And Cass may be even worse at that.
I think I am. I fear and hate
maybe
it
the
so
world
much.
record holder.
I throw out forms or put them in the bottom of my office pile.
Right, which is a big pile. So I think since we both suffer from that, one of the things that we try to do in this book is devise a world that would be easier for absent-minded professors, because we know absent-minded professors, and we think that there's a little absent-minded professor in everybody. Most people are a little more together than we are, but if you suffer a little of this absent-minded professor syndrome, then we're trying to create a world where you get gentle reminders, or even better, your bills get paid automatically and you don't have to remember. I'd love to figure out a way of automatically waking up in the morning. Although you bought that alarm clock. We talk about an alarm clock in the book that if you hit the snooze alarm more than twice, it jumps off the bed and starts running around the room making obnoxious noises.
Right. I am a proud owner of Clocky, but I haven't figured out how to take Clocky out of the box.
Right, or read the instructions.
So Clocky hasn't helped me yet. Well, what I feel excited about is the chance that private and public organizations will use the book to make people's lives easier and longer. So in the government sphere, we think that it's a lot to say some nudges can save the planet, but we can make air and water cleaner and do a lot about the climate change problem with a few simple nudges.
Yeah, in some ways I think what we're sort of aiming for the Holy Grail, and we don't claim to deliver the Holy Grail, but we offer maybe a glimpse of the Holy Grail. The politics in this country has gotten so unbelievably polarized. When people read the book, they are surprised at both how left-wing and right-wing we seem to be simultaneously, and that confuses some readers. It's often thought that there's an inevitable conflict between either markets or mandates. And we don't think that you need mandates, and we think you can use markets, but sort of grease the skids and make it more likely that markets lead to outcomes that make people better off.
I guess our greatest ambition is that there could be, maybe in a few years, a new consensus in the United States, replacing the old fighting, where the consensus is very much pro-markets and thinks that freedom is great, but also recognizes that government has a legitimate role in making sure that markets work well, that people make choices in an informed way, that there's a little help against a situation where people's natural human frailties end up getting them into deep trouble.
And our book is not so much, it's about whether we should have big or small governments, but whether we should have smarter governments. I have some food.
Oh, food, yeah.
Yeah, that will
Great.
help.
Now we'll be able to write a new book. Super nudge.
Thank you.
Nudge again.